Yeah.
Fuck, Johan.
Yep.
Oh shit, Johan.
Cringy as fuck, isn't
You know
it?
what? There's.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 33 of Break Time. I'm Alex.
I am Iman.
And I am Johan.
Cool. We didn't go over that he had to say his name.
Yeah.
Because last time I went in, you're like, shut the fuck up! And I was like,
Did we?
This is
Yeah,
true.
no,
we
yeah,
did do it right off the bat.
Oh.
Johan, I also just want to mention, get close to the mic when you talk, but
Yeah.
not too close. If it's too close, you're gonna.
all right, man, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta.
Then I'm gonna have to
You
fuck
really
with the
did,
audio
Mike.
too much. Anyway, but thank you for tuning in to this very late episode of Break Time. Not late as in it didn't come out on time, because hopefully it came out on time. But late as in, for me it's late, and I've been up all day, and I'm tired, and that's like the 5th time tonight I've said that. I'm really fucking tired. But obviously today, we have a special guest. We've had them on before, and we just thought it was a good idea to bring them back, hopefully, spin out some more interesting conversations. So, Iman, welcome. And Johan knew that I was building up. Oh, did you? No? Okay, never mind.
Nah, man, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, because I saw him kind of glance at me, so I was
No,
expecting
I was more focused on the fact that you said we've had them on before. I was like, it's because I was on the Tyler, you amateur.
Oh, true shit.
yeah.
You did say them, huh?
Yeah.
It's alright.
You can say them, like, as a person. Like, hey, bring them
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Bring them in.
No, it's more.
In
like
this case,
them.
it didn't make sense. It
Them.
didn't make
Like,
sense.
Bring them.
You
Bring 'em in.
usually only say them if there's multiple people or you don't know the gender.
I guess I don't know your gender.
Yeah, it's 2018. You can't even. That's not even a
That's
funny
just-
statement.
this is true.
It's a
I did
true
it correctly.
statement. What do you identify as, Johan?
That is a microaggression to even. I was kidding.
What?
Who can out PC each other? Man?
What do you identify as, Johan? A Russian
There we go.
or a Hitler? Like.
Yeah, we'll do the thumbnail.
Yeah. So Iman.
What's up, man?
I'm sorry. I'm not actually gonna scroll over Johan.
Yeah.
But yes,
Address the
we brought
guest.
Johan back on. He was on in one of our early episodes. I don't remember which one it was. Do you?
Episode. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I don't know.
Johan just showed right before we started that he knows better than I do what the hell we're doing. Yeah, so we got Johan back on. He's a good friend of Iman's, an acquaintance of mine. Yeah, when was it? What day did we meet up at Wingstop?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 2 days ago. 2 days
Yeah,
ago.
we met
Yeah.
up and we're just like shooting the shit, right? And Iman left. And how long did we stay and talk about fucking Star Wars and shit?
An hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys went in on
Yeah, we
Star
did.
Wars.
We
I
stayed
had
talking
to
about
vacate
Star
the
Wars and
premises
other
after a
Marvel
while.
movies and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, because we started
Yeah.
talking about like other superhero movies and
Yeah,
shit.
we ended up concluding that conversation, and then we went on to
Yeah.
superhero movies, which he knows more about than I do. I was just
Yeah.
kind of giving in what I took
Yeah.
from things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very surprised. Not like surprised, like, oh, I didn't think Johan could have a conversation, but surprised like at how much time just flew
Yeah.
with like how much we were talking. I
In
was
fact,
like,
one
holy
of
shit.
my friends, the dude who cashed us, the cashier for us.
Oh, true.
He was like, "Y'all been here for 2 hours, man!" Like,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, man.
Yeah, and one of those hours was just almost exclusively Star Wars.
yeah.
They were going in on fucking Star Wars, man. You guys are very opinionated when it comes to that shit.
I'm passionate about that franchise, man.
Yeah.
It's my childhood.
But
Me-
recently you broke up with the franchise.
Like how you feel about like WWE, like that was your childhood.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
Like that was my childhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
But yeah, but I had, I mean,
How's the breakup, man? How you
how's the
doing,
breakup?
all right? Yeah, you doing all right?
To provide some context, The Last Jedi, episode 8, the most recent one, I hated it. I thought it was one of the worst movies like I've ever seen, and it sucks because I've always really loved Star Wars,
Mhm.
and after I saw that movie, I was like, man, like not in a spiteful way,
Yeah.
but I just
got
don't
disappointed?
yeah, like I just don't enjoy, like I don't like the direction they're going in.
Yeah.
So I just, I'm not going to support something I don't like. So I have to like put an asterisk by my fandom now. Like
Yeah.
I'm a first 7 movies fan.
Yeah. That's when you calmly just put the picture frame face down.
Yeah.
You throw away the pictures.
Yeah.
It's a peaceful breakup. Good. I'm glad it wasn't tragic, you know what I mean?
Johan's a walking Kid Rock song. I found your picture today.
That was Kid Rock.
Yeah, wasn't that Kid Rock? I'm pretty sure that was Kid
I
Rock.
was just some country singer.
God, it was Kid Rock. Pretty
Wow.
sure.
Kid
I
Rock.
just called.
Kid
to
Rock,
say
Kid
hi.
Rock, and Kid Rock
and Uncle Cracker, two totally different people.
No,
Uncle Cracker's a real fucking thing. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Uncle Cracker. He did shit. He did a really popular song that if I remembered what it was, you would totally know what it was.
While we're doing this, shout out to my man
band.
Krispy Kreme or Froggy Fresh. My bad.
Oh,
Froggy.
Shout out to Froggy Fresh.
am
the baddest of them all.
You can't fuck with him. But hold on, man. Kid Rock and
Sheryl Crow.
no, it's the fucking band that everyone loves to hate.
Oh my God.
Nickelback.
Chris Rock and Nickelback.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Chris Rock.
I was like, where did
Chris
this?
Rock.
Everybody.
Kid Rock
Yeah.
and Nickelback are synonymous in that they make really good music. Not even really good music, but like
Respectable music.
They
They make
catchy
music everyone
tunes.
knows.
Right.
Music that
But
everyone
they're
knows.
just fun to hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Kid
lot
Kid
of
Rock, Nickelback, and MySpace, they're all synonymous. And like Pitbull, they all fall in that fucking category.
Pitbull's trash.
I feel like that's the hardest thing to come back from
Well, yeah.
in your career.
Once you got that reputation
When
of
you-
being the bad artist.
Yeah, you're just fun
Yeah.
to hate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like you can make the best song, but people will choose to not like it
They'll
because it's
just
made by you.
because it's you. They'll be like, "Oh, that's so
Like,
corny."
Yeah,
I
dude.
think that's
There's no getting back
the
from that.
problem with and I'm just gonna say, I mean, I thought it was kind of embarrassing, but I don't care. I'm gonna embrace the stupid shit I like. Like last year,
Yeah.
Kesha made like that comeback. I love that song Kesha came out with, but I feel like nobody takes her serious. I'm sorry, I know.
Dog, if you got a $sign in your name and you're not Joey Badass, I don't fuck with you.
No, but that's
Or
my
stripper.
point. Like Kesha, it was such like a thing to make fun of.
Yeah.
Like she just made like shit music
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
would hear
yeah.
on the radio.
Yeah.
And she tried to come back like in an actual way, and people
Yeah.
were kind of like,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And it's just very much like oh, you're cute, like you're trying. It's like Smash Mouth trying to come out with something that's not Shrek related.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, bro. Fucking PewDiePie called somebody
PewDiePie?
a nigger.
PewDiePie.
His name is
PewDiePie.
I'll fucking watch the guy. Whatever. Some
Yeah.
game nerd. He called somebody a
Some
nigger
game
during
nerd.
a live broadcast, and
Yeah.
he still bounced back from that. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
true.
All right,
Like
Logan Paul literally.
Yeah.
We said we were
Yeah.
going to talk about it, but
we can bring him up. We
The,
can bring him
No,
up.
Logan Paul literally filmed a dead
reason
body
why-
and he bounced back.
like, the reason why, not saying, because no, fuck it. These people know what they're in for. I'm not saying I'm glad he said it. I'm not saying I support him. Dropping the N-bomb, but to his like 1% of his defense,
Devil's advocate.
to play devil's advocate, I mean, that's kind of like that's his shtick. Is he says outlandish shit all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you know
and
what?
and
Hold on.
he's not like this. I know this is kind of a weird reason.
Yeah.
He's not American.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the word
yeah.
doesn't mean as it doesn't have
It
the
doesn't
same
have the same
meaning
weight.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like, I mean, in every other country, like the word is not so stigmatized or probably not even used. I mean, not
Yeah.
that I'm an expert.
Like
but-
the F word that rhymes with maggot
Yeah. we've had this
isn't
conversation
like a
before.
cigarette someplace else or something?
Yeah. Over
yeah.
in Europe
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
UK.
UK.
Yeah,
there you
and
go.
so like I mean, over there it's still probably not cool.
Mhm.
But
Does he live over
It's
there?
probably not like
Yeah, he's
he's
Canadian,
from
right?
No, he's
Sweden, right?
Swedish.
Sweden,
He's
sorry.
Swedish, and so over there it's probably not like a if you say it like, oh my god, your career has to end.
Yeah.
Over there it's probably like you say it and it's like, hey bro, like chill out. Like
Yeah,
that's probably
right.
all it is.
To me, it's similar to that Conor McGregor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
When-
gonna bring that
yeah,
up.
yeah.
It's like when he called Floyd Mayweather boy,
Yeah.
and
to
everybody's like
him-
that's racist, that's
yeah.
racist, but like he probably doesn't know better.
But
he
to
legit
him,
didn't know
that
that.
was just like a demeaning
No,
way
that's
of
not the
saying
same as
someone's not a
dropping the
man.
N-bomb, but like
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. I understand that, but you can always tell somebody if they realize they fucked up by how they react after they did it.
Yeah.
So, for example, Conor McGregor, he goes, "Dance for me, boy! Dance for me, son!" And he's sitting there smiling, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "What happened?" That's truly not
Yeah.
knowing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cultural context.
Yeah.
He said nigger and instantly went, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Instantly with the apologies.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
like, he
Like,
was
and
like,
then
he's
I-
like,
I
it
watched
just-
a few minutes
he's
of
like,
that.
oh, it just slipped out. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
like, how does that word slip out?
So how many times do you suppress it?
Exactly, right?
And it's I watched, if I remember correctly, not that I studied it or anything.
Yeah.
But I watched it and it seemed like he said it and he's like, oh my bad, I slipped, and then there was like silence for like 30 seconds because he's like, what the fuck do I say now?
But he said it too.
That's
He said
scariest
he kept
feeling.
going for like a minute or two. He was like, I did not mean to say that.
Because
No.
he's
Like,
had
he kept
racism
going.
allegations before.
Yeah,
because the whole he like paid somebody to say "death to all Jews" for $5.
I like how you whispered it into the mic.
Say death for no, but yeah, like, and so he's probably like, oh no, he's like, I know what I'm gonna fucking wake up to.
Well, but
dude, it's crazy because in that platform, not to cut you off, in that platform, like, I mean, one, you're literally like what we're doing. Mm-hmm. We're projecting our voice into a fucking live audience, into a void of opinions and people in different cultural backgrounds.
To me, it's a step up from Twitter.
Right. So we can easily say one thing.
What is YouTube?
No, like podcasting.
I'm saying like podcasting.
Oh, okay.
Twitter, the way I see Twitter, and I just gotta go on a quick tangent, is like Twitter is like everyone has an opinion or something to say, and it's just in a void of nothing. Mm-hmm. So, and maybe it might pass by someone in the void, and they're gonna grab onto it and go, "Oh, that's cool," but it's just a void. YouTube is at least a void that is somewhat, damn it, what's the word? Organized.
Okay.
So people can look for the specific parts in the void that they want to see. But go ahead.
Okay.
The fuck was that? Yeah, so in that platform, man, we could say anything. Let's say we made millions off of this fucking podcast, right? Made 7 figures. We could say something, and one sentence could ruin our fucking career.
In the culture.
In his mind, in that moment, you're watching a man who thinks that his career is fucking over.
Yeah.
So you're seeing like him just like his life is flashing before his eyes. He's looking at his fucking merchandise. I can sell that and make I can sell that, feed my kids. All right, I can sell that. Yeah. Like he's plotting the downfall. Shit.
He's like a millionaire, bro.
I know. He's sitting over the thing.
He makes like $7 million a year, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's good. He's set right.
You know, shit, I don't know where to go for I don't know if I want to talk about, because whatever like I suggest, we could go 2 ways with this, because like 2 I guess relevant topics. I don't know if you guys want to talk about like if it's even worth saying at this point, like the whole thing, like I don't know why it's still controversial, like the N-word is, or like who can say it and who can't and all that shit. I don't know if you want to talk about that, or I would argue, not that I believe it, but you could argue that PewDiePie is the world's biggest celebrity. You could argue that. He's the most... He's the biggest...
Before we get there was a point I just wanted to make real quick.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about how... Because you mentioned earlier how YouTubers like PewDiePie, their job is to be outlandish and just say shit that no one's going to fucking say.
His channel.
Yeah. Well, but... So... I watched this video with Shane Dawson a while back, because pretty recently Shane Dawson was did you read about that?
Caught some flack.
Is he the guy who looks emo?
Yes.
The ginger?
Yeah, he's kind of
gingerish,
like
blonde.
Brown.
Yeah, dirty blonde. Okay. Like your hair. Like he has your hair.
What? Oh, that's not who I'm thinking of then.
So, pull a picture of Shane Dawson. He'll know who he is when he sees him. Anyway, Shane Dawson was a really big, prominent YouTuber. Me and Iman watched him for a little bit when we were younger. And
I think I've seen him on React or something.
And so Shane Dawson caught flack from a video from like years ago.
Yeah.
Where
that's the worst.
He said some shit along the lines of that's a good one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Yeah. So he said some shit a long ass time ago where on like a podcast or something, he referred to a kid as sexy because he was making a joke. And like right now we're like, oh shit, like that's a kid. But Shane Dawson apologized for how they took it, but he also made a video.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
He said, I'm sorry that's how you took it. He said, I'm sorry you're offended. Instead of I'm sorry I offended you.
Because
listen,
he went off to say how, of course, people are going to judge him for stuff that he did in his past, and he's not ashamed of it. But he goes into talking about how back then, in the early 2000s, or like late 2000s, like 2008
when YouTube
to
was
2012,
young in its infancy.
The landscape of YouTube was to be outlandish and outrageous. And if you wanted views, if you wanted people to connect with you, you had to say shit that no one was going to say. You had to do things
just
that
get
no
a reaction
one was going to do.
No matter what,
exactly.
no matter what emotions, just
get a reaction.
Bring some up.
And Shane Dawson talked about how, like, obviously now YouTube has grown and it's different. But back then, that was the landscape and everyone was doing it. So the way I see it is, it's definitely unfair to fault. I mean, again, not saying, kind of like Johan saying, not saying it was okay for PewDiePie to do it, but it's a little unfair to fault certain YouTubers who are still maybe trying to get into this new mindset of what YouTube is. Because for everyone else, you know, it's like that old guy that you kind of cut some slack to when he's being kind of misogynist or maybe a little.
When he says something a little borderline,
like
borderline
racist
this
or
or
something.
borderline.
Yeah,
exactly.
Shit that was cool when he was young.
Yeah.
Exactly. You kind of cut him some slack. 'Cause you're like, one, you're gonna be here for like 15 years.
Right.
Second thing.
Well, the reason I cut him slack, real quick, not to cut you
go
off,
ahead, bro. I cut off Iman all the time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
because
he does.
usually when they say things like that, I don't instantly assume that they say it in a prejudice way.
Yeah.
I just assume as time goes on, people get more sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
So when he said it like that, it wasn't hateful. He just said it because that's what you say.
Ignorant.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't even say
not ignorant.
Like,
just it's just how people evolve, right?
Here's how I say it, Iman. Me and you say yo, right?
Right.
If tomorrow
Yeah.
they tell us that yo is like this slanderous
It's
term for gay people, me and you are gonna keep saying yo
Yeah,
for a while because it's been ingrained
like it doesn't
into
mean
us.
like that's
Okay.
why I cut people like old people slack, because to them it doesn't mean like sometimes when
What
they
they
make a
mean.
joke,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean prejudice, even though
Yeah.
if a young person made it,
Again,
that's
that
how
doesn't
you
make it
feel
okay, but
But
there's
like you're
definitely
saying.
some slack to cut
Yeah.
for people who have lived in the landscape for so long where something was okay and overnight it has changed. Because to be honest, a lot of YouTubers, content creators, even movies and comedians, one day overnight, everyone woke up the
entertainers
next,
in general.
yeah, everyone woke up the next morning one day and went like, I don't like that you said that about black people.
Yeah.
And comedians,
Let me go dig up something you said 15 years ago.
yeah, and comedians were like, what? Like,
Yeah.
like they were like, but it's comedy. The point of comedy is to say shit that no one's gonna say out loud.
Right.
That is the gist of it.
It's to make unique observations.
Exactly.
Is the root of comedy.
So all content creators, movie creators, like Johan was saying, anyone who creates media
Yeah.
got hit by that.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, overnight, anything you say is offensive.
Yeah.
And anything that you do, no matter the intention,
Right.
can be taken as racist.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're having this conversation.
Context has kind of been in certain situations. Context is disregarded completely.
Exactly. So, but Johan, you were mentioning one of the conversations that you wanted to have was about who can and can't say the N-word.
Well,
I want to know exactly what you meant by it. Just
Well,
so I'm
like,
thinking
You
about
got
it.
to stir it up now.
Yeah, because
I kind of shatted on him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
What do you mean you want to be able to say the N-word?
No. But like, it's funny because even for some reason, like my freshman year at UTSA,
Yo.
my professor, hey dude, relax with that kind of bullshit.
I said yo.
At UTSA, my first semester, my professor brought it up, and I was like, I thought this is like we're 18. I thought this has been laid to rest.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Wait, what did he bring up?
like who can and can't say it. He's like a 45, 50-year-old man. I'm like,
Yeah.
Is he white, black?
he was white.
Okay.
And he was, it was kind of weird because I thought it was kind of like a given at this point.
Right.
And he's like, and some black students of mine told me that if it ends in an ER, no one can say it. But if it ends in an A, black people can say it.
Yo,
And I was
Iman
like,
was
you're
already
not
breaking
dropping a
rules
bomb
earlier.
on us, man. It's like,
Yeah. He's like,
He came in
"Guys,
that-
check this shit out.
He came in that day and went,
yeah.
whoa.
But
Gosh,
it's
man.
funny.
Hey,
not gonna
I
be-
found some shit out today. Gotta tell you.
But they're a very small minority of people,
Yeah.
who I would say is like, well, why not, right? They need an explanation as to why.
Right, yeah.
And here's like even like when I first heard it and like I first understood what it meant. This is kind of my take on it.
Yeah.
Was I don't say anything, right, that I know will offend people.
Yeah.
Because I'm not an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know that certain and I know that certain words mean certain things to different people.
Yeah.
And the analogy I'll say to that is, an adjective I like to use a lot is if I don't like something is that it's cancerous.
Okay.
And one of my best friends' grandfather, who he loved dearly,
Oh god.
died
yeah.
of cancer. Right?
It was his fucking granddad, though.
No. Okay.
What?
You don't know it.
Grandparents
But
die.
I've
That's
had
their
something
job.
similar. I've had something.
No, but
where-
he died of cancer. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. Like I would always say cancerous, and cancer is this
Yeah.
cancer. Like that's
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah,
That's
like,
cancer.
I had a
but
buddy-
once his grandfather died of cancer, and like it literally like
Yeah.
he like came up to my front door in tears because like that's how close he was with his grandfather.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And
But
and,
again,
like, but
that's
after
the
that
thing.
happened, I never said that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the thing.
Because
where-
I understand.
history
Yeah,
associated
I
with the
understand
word
that
now.
it means
Yeah.
something different to
Yeah.
someone else.
But
Yeah.
that is what happens on a broader scale. Kind of like what I was
Yeah.
saying earlier, where
Yeah.
overnight it changed.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you have to deal with it. But Johan probably went through a little period where he either had to stop himself or maybe it slipped.
Yeah.
Because
it would slip every once in a while. I'd be like, damn it, he's right there. Like, I can't say that because, like, it means something different.
Yeah.
Because I had a buddy who had a very similar situation where we were doing something and somebody made a joke that was just really, like, just didn't land as a bad joke. And one of my buddies goes, like, that joke gave me cancer. And then one of the other guys that was there went, my dad's battling cancer right now. And he got really just kind of upset about it. Because in his mind, he's like, this is something real I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
And you're taking it lightly.
Fuck that, dude.
No.
Go ahead.
I will agree halfway with you.
Yeah.
Because
I see their side, though.
It's totally...
And I respect them.
Yeah,
it's out of respect.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If someone comes up to me and goes like, bro, I had the best high yesterday. Yeah. I'm not going to be like, whoa, sir, I don't smoke the marijuana. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to go, oh, cool, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you've told me shit like that where, hey, I've done this, and I'm not super into it, or maybe I don't agree with it or whatever, but I'm like, you're doing you. So I'm not going to get super offended about it.
Absolutely. But my thing is, dude, with that, I don't know if you're, like, adding flavor to the story, but if he really said, my blank died of cancer, it's not, you can't fault a person for saying that joke gave you cancer because someone in your own situation is battling cancer. It's not my job to know. You know what I mean? So if it really bothers you, I'm gonna take you to the side and say, hey, this is what's going on. This is why I don't like it. But for him to be like, you can't say that because I'm dealing with the situation.
If he was it depends on how he was saying. Was he saying like you need to feel bad now, or was he saying like, hey man, that just bothers me? Yeah, if he's saying it informatively, then it's fine.
There's definitely a good way to deal with offense, or something that might harm somebody.
If
just as a quick example of something that happened on the podcast. I'm not gonna say what it was, but on the podcast, I made a joke when we were talking about something, and it's the only time I've ever cut something from the podcast. Because after the podcast, Iman went, Iman was like, hey man, I get what you were going for, but I think if certain people hear that, it's gonna upset people. Yeah. And just it kind of like he goes, I know you're joking with me, but it would upset me in a different context. And I was like, I'll cut it out.
That's how you do it.
But that's how it works. Like he didn't go on the podcast and go, whoa.
Yeah. Because it's selfish. You expect everybody to understand what's going on in your situation.
Yeah. So this segues
you're putting yourself on a pedestal
into kind of a different topic. But do you think that because kind of the conversation is now there are certain folks who can definitely deal with criticism and they're gonna deal with it correctly, pull someone aside and say, hey, this bothers me in this fashion.
Yeah.
Then there are other folks.
I think that's the majority of people. I really do.
I don't know. I don't know because
I'll let you finish, but I'll explain in a minute why I think it's the minority.
So,
or majority.
I will just kind of combat it and I'll let you come back at me. But I feel like it is at this point in society, the minority knows how to deal with it correctly because the majority is very quick to say when something is offensive. Like how often do you go on like a social media outlet and you see a video where something kind of questionable is happening? More of the comments are more of the people reacting to it are like, oh, this is bad for this reason, or I'm gonna push my beliefs on you. Or, that's not how Jesus does it. Bullshit like that. I mean, not bullshit. If you believe that, that's great. But the fact that you feel the need to impose it on everyone else, or that everyone else is being offensive towards you, so they need to make a change. Like that's the part where I get totally disconnected. I'm like, fuck you. Like, you're the worst possible person in the world because you are so selfish that you think, one, they have to change, and two,
that people's worldview should be based around what's going on in your life.
Exactly, and that you are helping somebody by expressing that.
But you think the world needs to bend to your experience.
That's called the biggest fan syndrome. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers think like you're supposed to be their biggest fan.
And now I'm thinking about it, Johan. I'll let you make your point about what your counterpoint was going to be. But I feel that maybe the majority may be people who can deal with it properly. Because the people who can deal with it properly, there are some in the comments that are like, why the fuck do y'all care? But the real people who are doing that are the ones who look at it and go, why the fuck do they care? And close the app.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
It seems like the majority of people are perpetually outraged.
Right. Yeah.
But that's not really the case.
Yeah.
It's just that those people are louder, those people attract attention, and those people make headlines and make money. So they're what you see more. But it's not in reality, that's not what exists more.
I understand that, but what you see...
Not that I can't prove that. That's just what I believe.
No, I agree, because I was thinking about the same thing right before I finished. But what you see is what you perceive to be true. And perception is reality. So if more people are going to see that, they're going to think, oh, this is how it is. That's why like all the people on Twitter who might have a certain opinion, everyone else goes like, well, it seems like I have to have this opinion or I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But that's just because the people who disagree might not give a shit. And they're not even saying anything.
Yeah.
Perception's not really reality.
Very true.
I think perception is reality because if like let me put it this way, it happens all the time with clothing lines, with movies and shit, with actors, comedians and shit. If someone perceives them to be funny, because like they're who's that unfunny fucking comedian?
Amy Schumer.
No.
Yeah, right.
Trevor Noah.
No, the white dude who just talks about he just explains shit that he does in his day to day. Oh my God, Dane Cook.
Dane Cook, yeah.
Dane Cook.
Oh yeah. Fuck
So,
that guy.
Everyone.
Not that I know him, but
Everyone for years was like, Dane Cook is fucking amazing. Dane Cook is so hilarious. And everyone else would just say Dane Cook was hilarious because the perception was, a lot of people said it, so the reality is that he's hilarious. I watched Dane Cook and I'm like, this is garbage. This is the shittiest shit in the world.
I showed you Dane Cook when we were younger. You fucking loved him, bro.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I guess you outgrew it.
No, I when I came back to it and I was like, oh, I remember Dane Cook. I watched him like, this is bullshit. But other people remember Dane Cook as being good.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch it,
I'm one of those people. I haven't seen him since we were young, so I got to rewatch him. But
there are
I
very
think
few
I
things.
still might enjoy
well,
him.
the reason why I kind of don't like Dane Cook is just that he, one of my favorite comedians, Louis C.K., rest in peace, their career. But
he'll come back.
Damn.
Yeah. Dane Cook stole a lot of his material.
Oh really?
Oh, that's a no go.
Yeah.
I mean,
If that's,
fuck Louis C.K. then, because Dane Cook's material was shit. But I was gonna say, do you think that somehow generationally, because younger kids are growing up seeing other people being so freely and willing to complain about shit instead of fix it or to let it slide off their back, that we're just perpetuating more of that behavior?
We kind of were talking about this with Northwest. How will you adapt to your environment or will you reject it?
Yeah.
And on a mass scale, like you're talking, like the next generation are, they're living in this culture of victimhood and perpetual outrage. Will they adapt? Will they assimilate into it or reject it?
Right.
Time will tell. I mean, because we've seen both throughout history, right? Like we have, especially when it comes to political ideologies, how usually one generation will be this, and the next generation will be this, and the next generation will be this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And oftentimes, like the baby boomers, super liberal, super progressive, and all that, and their immediate children or like the next generation kind of rejected them, and they're really conservative.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think we'll know that answer as far as the next generation in like 3 years, because technically,
it's a short generation.
I know.
Well, because me and Iman, we are not part of the. We're right past the cutoff of what is considered millennial.
Yeah.
You're past the cutoff of what is considered millennial. So everyone who's like, I forgot what the age
millennial is like 25 and up, or 25 to like 35 or something.
It's something like that right now. But
I mean, there's no objective truth, but there's kind of like something that's
it's kind of like this group or generation of folks is between this age because they were born around this time, and these are the ideologies that they're bringing into the world. Yeah. So I feel like when this, because what are we? We're like Generation Z or Y,
whatever,
or
something
X,
like that.
some shit. The next generation after the millennials,
we just call ourselves the 90s kids.
The better ones.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But I think in like I'll say like 3 to 5 years, we'll definitely see, as those kids get older and more ideologies come out, they actually have a life. Because I feel like there's also some people our age who have opinions on shit that, and I don't think you're one of these people. What?
Don't deserve their opinion.
I exactly.
Yeah.
Don't deserve an opinion?
Absolutely not.
I think so.
Man.
I think it's a real.
I think as long as you can
your
support your opinion with something based in reality, then it's fine.
Exactly, but that's not what's happening.
Okay.
So the first thing you learn in debate is if you come to an argument with a level of ignorance, you literally have no right to an opinion because you're ignorant on the subject.
Yeah,
so you have no right to be debating.
Okay.
That's what a lot of these.
You're suggesting that people have an opinion on something they don't even know about. Which I'll if you say that, then I'm not saying you're wrong, because
I think so, but a little. Let me put it this way: most people, because I'll be honest, I didn't think about it or give a shit till probably about 2 years ago. But about tax reform and what's going on with all this shit, right?
Right.
Well, that kind of has to do with your age, though.
You're
just becoming.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying there are people like. Not kids, but younger folks, like 18 and younger as of right now. Yeah, there are some who come out and have all these opinions on the government and tax reform and how what's good and what's bad and how we should let certain people into our country or how we should do this and that. Yeah. But then when I get my paycheck and I see that I made $2,000 and X amount got taken away because of this tax and this tax and this tax, I'm like, at that point,
that's you being educated about it.
Exactly. Now I'm kind of like, well, I feel like I deserve my opinion to an extent because now I fucking see it. Like I am living the reality of it. Yeah.
Listen,
so
man, one of the biggest things that I've learned from a guy on YouTube, Elliot Holston, I fucking love that man so much. He speaks about archetypes, right?
Yeah.
And there are two archetypes really in this generation.
Shout out to Elliot Holmes, man.
Big time. You have warriors. It's a warrior archetype, and then you have a magician archetype, right? A warrior archetype.
I saw this video.
It's one of his deeper ones. A warrior archetype is somebody who works, who does, who experiences. They leap first. The magician is somebody who almost suffers from paralysis by analysis because they plot on doing something, but they research and learn how to do it rather than actually fucking doing it.
Yeah.
So you have two extremes, but I feel like as far as our generation, we're stuck in a sort of magician archetype because this is the period of information. This is the information age.
Yeah, we literally have.
So we're literally drowning.
All of human information is in your hand.
Exactly.
But
so
the magician
what I'm saying is, so when it comes with the warrior archetype and the magician archetype, you have two different levels of perspective, right? Because you have one based on actual experience. You have one based on knowledge.
Yeah.
And even though it's on the same subject, because the perspectives are so fucking different, you're gonna have two completely different opinions. Me personally, I'm always gonna respect the warrior archetype.
Yeah.
Because I want somebody who is experienced in the field
lived it,
rather than somebody who read it in a fucking book of someone else's experience. Honestly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think this generation comes from a place of a magician archetype, and I think it's bullshit.
To speak in those terms, every magician archetype, every magician analysis, is based off of a warrior analysis.
Exactly.
So definitionally, a warrior analysis would be more what's the word? Credible?
Credible, yeah. Credible. But fuck
this
that. I gotta get
that damn stopwatch.
Careful with the wire.
Yeah, I know, I see it. This fucking thing, dude.
Damn.
You know, you can actually barely hear it on the podcast, but
but we can hella hear it.
Yeah, I can hear the shit out of it.
I said hella unironically.
Dude, I've been saying hella a lot more and like just using different like little just snippets of
all
You're
these.
Fucking so hip these days, bro.
Bro, like
despite the tie and the suit and shit you're wearing, you're very hip.
I was literally about to say some shit about that.
Yeah, dude.
But no, because the other day or actually it was just today. I said something where I use like a form of lingo, as the kids say.
Colloquialism.
There you go. And Willie or somebody pointed out to me, they're like, "Why'd you say that?" And I'm like,
"What? What did you say?"
I don't know. I don't remember what I said, but it was something that was like,
"Hey, that's lit."
Like
right?
Something like that in that
new
ballpark.
New age slang. And I don't know. It was one of these crazy whippersnapper shits that y'all pull out.
One of these young hooligans.
Hey, I'm very convinced.
Yeah. But
I'll say this, then we get back to the conversation. I'm very convinced he's a fucking true hipster.
What do you mean?
He is the hipster, bro.
Why though?
Because you don't know it, first of all.
Yeah, exactly. You reject it.
Because if you saw yourself becoming hipster, you'd be like, "Fuck that! I don't want to be a hipster.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a this."
A fake hipster shit will go out of their way to appear more hipster.
To let someone know that they're a hipster.
A fake hipster puts on a beanie, grows their hair out, and doesn't wash it.
Yeah.
And is like, I don't really like to go with labels, man.
Yeah, I don't like partying. It's just not my thing. I want to sit
back and chill. It's like that white mom who posts on Facebook.
Yo, I'm about tired of your fucking racism. Every episode is like, this white blank fuck this person.
You know what? My warrior experience has. I'm
gonna fucking kill you.
So man, but you're like the white. It's like the white mom on Facebook who's like, "Oh my God, I want to do something good for Jesus today. Picked up Whataburger and gave it to all the homeless people. Blessings on my family." You know, instead of just doing the shit, they have to broadcast that they help somebody. Assholes.
Where's this coming
from? That's not a white thing. That's not a white thing.
That is a white thing.
That is not a white thing.
That's totally a white thing.
That is a this generation thing.
You put it back in your fucking
human thing.
That's always been a thing.
Yeah, that's a human thing.
It's just that it's easier to do it now.
guess so, bro.
Like that's the
no,
thing.
but I'm saying like that's what the hipster thing is.
Right.
But, like they don't just do it.
Yeah.
They need to go out of their way to make sure.
It's like you better know I'm a hipster.
Like their Instagram is in line.
Which makes you not a hipster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which makes you not a hipster.
Everybody in fucking Austin. Why I don't like Austin? I can't do Austin, bro.
They're
I used
too
to
weird.
love it.
Like,
I can't
like
do
from
it.
the slogan, keep Austin weird.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they're
Bro,
trying.
isn't that fucking
too
weird?
fucking
Trying
hard.
too
And
hard.
they're going out of their way to be so like unhygienic and shit, dude. Listen,
Yeah.
this is my. To give you context to Austin, if you're listening to us from fucking Arizona or some shit, my first time in Austin.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Austin,
baby.
Tejas.
I love Austin because it's a great place to hang out with the people.
It's a good place
You
to
need it in
visit
doses.
for a
It's like
weekend.
Vegas, absolutely. So my first time down to Austin, little Iman, freshman in high school, right?
Yeah.
I'm like 14, 15, whatever the freshman age is.
Yeah.
With my mom and dad, cruising down. It's my first long drive in a while, right? So I'm in the car seat. I'm in the back seat, laying down.
I'm in the car seat. I got a fetish. Sometimes I like being a baby.
What am I, 14, 15? So, you know, the car seat, I'm strapped in.
in the car
Got
seat.
my baba.
Baba. In the car seat, diaper rash driving me crazy. I'm just kidding. So I'm in the car, back seat, chilling.
Dick is hard.
Stop! It's
So
gone on
listen,
too long.
listen,
This
listen.
skit's gone on
I'm
too long.
laying down on my Kindle Fires were big at the time. On my Kindle Fire, right?
Wait,
You
there's
laying
still-
down on it?
I'm surfing on my
Let
Kindle
him
Fire.
finish, bro. I want to
Well,
get
I
to
thought
that
he said
story.
he fell
Hold on,
asleep
People
hold
in
on.
Phoenix are like, what are they even talking about
I
anymore?
know, right? And so we make it to downtown Austin. The only way that I know is because my mom says, "Oh, look, we're in downtown Austin," and I can look up from the car seat or the car window and just see like tall buildings. So I assume we're in downtown Austin, right?
Yeah.
So I've been laying down the whole time. All I feel is the car just stop, right? And then my parents are like, "What the fuck is this?" And my mom, who's just fascinated with everything, goes, "Oh my God, look!" This is my first time in Austin. I fucking look up, and there is a protest happening, a march of like probably 100 to fucking 150 hippies, just strong picket fences, just protesting something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Probably
my
something
first
broad.
5
Fight
minutes,
the man!
Exactly.
Fight the man!
They were just saying, "Give peace a chance." They were just chanting that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's my first time in Austin.
And all the cops in
First
Austin.
5 fucking
all
minutes.
the cops in Austin are like.
I cannot believe
How
that.
long
dude.
do you
Fuck
think-
peace. No, I'm just kidding.
all the cops in Austin are like, Jerry, how long do you think this one will fucking last? Like,
know.
like it always just happens.
But
So
my
no
thing
shit.
is,
When
they
do we
just
go in,
want to
man?
protest. Like
They're just
What are they-
angsty as fuck.
It is so bad that is one interaction that he had with Austin, right?
Yeah.
A year ago, me, him, Serena went to
remember that
Austin
shit.
to meet up with Serena's friend Haley, and Willie was there because he was doing some shit at Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Yeah.
yeah,
That's dope.
he went to go see a live show of like On the Spot or something,
Okay.
which is the game show that Rooster Teeth does. So he was there, and we were hanging out at Austin, and we were there, and certain streets were closed down. I'm like, why the fuck are random streets closed down everywhere? And then Haley goes, "Oh yeah, they're protesting again today."
Oh, yeah.
we got
Yeah,
stuck
today.
in traffic.
It's the
Like
2
an
o'clock
hour.
protest.
Yeah. It's like
You know, I
shit. I'm trying to remember what movie that was. I can't remember what it is. But there's like, oh shit. Hold on to everything. Everything shakes. 'cause the protest-
Oh!
It's Encino Man, isn't it? It's an old ass fucking movie.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
With the caveman.
But that bit has been used a few times.
It has been. It
Yeah.
has been. But go ahead.
I have another experience not with Austin, but another experience of like I got such a bad first impression from something that I'm not sure if I'll give it another chance.
Whoa.
Anal.
Just more.
So there's
lube.
another thing. No.
Like actually, it's the second thing. It probably won't try.
yeah. Steak and Shake.
Oh wow.
Right? So random, right?
restaurant.
You're like, how can you be so passionate about Steak and Shake, right?
is not that great.
Hold on.
In the first
Go ahead.
So you might be wondering, how can you have such a strong opinion on Steak and Shake? Well, let me tell you something.
Go ahead, man.
Oh,
So-
I'll tell
Wait,
you
hold
about-
on. Prefaces. You didn't leave any kind of review on Yelp, did you?
Shut up.
He's gonna punch me when he's second guessing. He gets sometimes.
Wait, is that weird? No.
Well, because I didn't want to hit you on camera, and then I went, fuck it.
Oh yeah, you're
I was
good.
didn't even hit you that hard.
So I go to Steak and Shake, first and only time I've ever been there. I'll say it's like sophomore year. I walk in, and sorry, I'll throw that down. I walk in, and
Discards it. Fuck you.
naturally they ask me, you know,
steak.
what would you
or
like to
steak?
eat? What would you like to? What would you like to eat? And I was like, oh, I'll have the number. Make up a number. I'll have the number 2, right?
Yeah.
And they go, and she like, you know how you know how jobs are. Like sometimes you go on autopilot. You're like, hey, what do you want? This, okay, press this button,
right.
press this button.
Absolutely.
And so she was on autopilot. I was like, I'll take the number 2. And she goes, like I snapped her out of her autopilot.
Whoa.
I was like, what the fuck is a number 2? What did I sign up for? She goes, sir, that's our biggest burger. And I was like, right, so I'll have a number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking ordered it, dude.
Oh god, the manager came up to the front and went, "Did he just order number 2?"
so
she went.
and so she goes.
She was like crying. She was like, "Yes, yes." He like walked to the back. Everyone, calm down.
And so she goes. She says. She says, that's our biggest burger. And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll take it. And she goes, are you sure?
Wow.
I don't know if you
calling
can.
you a
She
bitch.
said, I don't know if you can handle it. I was like.
Maybe she was busting your
Man.
balls. Maybe she was busting your balls.
Maybe it was like, are you sure it wasn't like the big burger and you get a prize if you
That's
finish
what I'm
it?
saying. That's
and maybe
maybe,
they didn't have
right?
the prize that day, so
I know,
they were
right?
trying to deter you.
No, but let me finish the
sure,
story,
man?
though.
Wait, how much was the burger?
You know,
Let me finish.
Bleach, right?
Okay.
Let me finish. The price wasn't notable. It was about an average for a burger.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't anything like crazy, like $50.
I'll
Okay,
get
gotcha.
there. So I'm like, what does this bitch think I am?
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah.
Who's bitch? Tell me how much meat
And
I
I'm
can
getting
handle.
a little irritated. Like, yeah, I'll take it. She's like, all right. Like,
Damn, like scoffs.
yeah. I'm like, dude, like as if like, all
don't
right, serves
come-
you right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's
And
like,
so,
it don't come with the coffin.
so I'm waiting for it, right? I think if I remember correctly, they have like little buzzers that you take a buzzer.
You do, yeah,
And
they
you
do.
wait. All right. I'm waiting, and the buzzer goes off. I'm like, all right, I'll get my food. I take it down. Paper thin patties, bro.
What the
Paper
fuck is your deal,
thin
man?
patties.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this shit? I eat at Whataburger all the time. Those are some
Yeah.
grown man patties right there. Those are some
Grown man.
Hella GMO, baby.
Am I
That's
wrong?
meat a man
Am
wants
I
in
wrong?
his
Not
mouth.
lying.
Yeah, Whataburger got some thick patties with like 3 C's.
Hormones just
But,
dripping off. Fuck
Yeah, dude.
That's where it's at.
It's literal cancer in a bun. No, just kidding. And so
Hey,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Just had this conversation, guys. I expect way more.
And so I take it. Paper
So sad,
thin-
I make a joke,
this
my
is-
mom
this
actually
is,
has
This is
cancer.
how real.
I know, right?
Like this experience is so real that I was like, yo, like I gotta take a picture of this paper thin patty.
Yeah.
Just so like I can like know how outraged to be. No. And so like after that, and then also on top of that, it literally tastes exactly like Freddy's. And I was like, fuck it, Freddy's.
Oh,
doesn't-
it does
I was
taste
like,
like Freddy's.
I was like, Freddy's doesn't treat me like shit, so I'll go to Freddy's instead of Steak and Shake. I've never been back to Steak and Shake since that one time.
Bro, I really wish you would have fucking talked to her and asked her why she built that burger up so
like, hey,
much.
bitch, you frontin'. No.
I did.
Hey, bitch, you.
Come
crap.
clean, bitch. Meet me outside, hope.
Excuse me, I didn't realize I was at Jack in the Box.
Hold up,
Yeah.
hold up. Do you guys like ever go to Jack in the Box, man?
Bro, I've gone to Jack
It's
in the
not my
Box.
first choice, but you know,
Yeah.
Jack in the Box
I'll
is the
fuck with Jack in
fucking
the Box.
shit, dude.
eh.
I mean that
just
in the
said
best
I'll
way possible.
Fuck with Jack in
Yeah?
the Box.
You really
Yeah,
fuck with
dude,
it?
you're
Here
so
we go.
hit, bro.
Yeah, I still
You're an
have
anomaly.
it. Look at this paper thin patty, dude.
Bro, that's
She
not
said,
even a patty.
she said, I don't know if you can handle that.
Yo, that's cardboard. They put a piece of cardboard in your burger.
What
man.
is that, bro?
Dude,
look at the size of my
I was
thumb.
about to say, look how big
Yeah.
your thumb is.
Look how the size of my thumb. It's like half the burger with the buns included.
Oh,
Bro.
she's tripping.
Dude,
Dog.
Are the rest of the burgers just biscuits?
Did
or
they-
what, bro?
Did she secretly like tell them I ordered something else? Like I'll do
I
it.
know,
I'll do it
she's
for his own good.
alive.
Give him a number one.
Save your life, bro.
she went, hey guys, so someone just ordered a number 2. Everyone's like sweating and shit. She's like, but like a third the size with
Well,
none
we're gonna
of
give him the Weenie McJunior instead.
Yeah, for real.
Weenie Hut General.
So like I don't know, like
Go ahead.
maybe it's a little extreme, but I was like, you know what, man? There's
Bro,
plenty
you
of
look
options.
like a mad douche right now. No, I'm kidding. He was feeling so
I was
hot.
literally
Joe Dirt.
saying I didn't want it to look like this, but anyway. So I was in my like logically, I was thinking, you know what, like plenty of other restaurants taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
Or not plenty, but like Freddy's at least tastes exactly the same.
Yeah.
And they're usually nice, so I'll just go to Freddy's. Like
Fuck yeah, dude.
I agree.
I'm not
since
saying
we're
I
speaking of
hate
weird,
Steak and Shake, but like
Yeah.
it just
Like,
gave a
Serena
bad
gets-
first impression, and I don't
Serena
want to go
gets
back.
really pissed off because I'll be like, "Where do you want to eat?" And like, I'll literally like if she tells me where the fuck she wants to eat, I think I get this because with my mom and dad, if they say like, "Hey, where do you want to eat?" My mom makes a suggestion. My dad will not go anywhere except the place he has in his mind that he wants to go.
Yeah.
So I'm the complete opposite. If you want to go eat dog shit in the park, I'm fine. We're gonna go eat dog shit in the park.
It's a little
Anyway,
extreme.
So, but But the one place I always will at least say something at, and Serena knows, 'cause I'll never say something about anywhere else.
Yeah.
She'll go, "Hey, you want to go to Steak and Shake?" And I'm like, "Sure, you want to go to Steak and Shake?" Like
don't
that's
fuck with it?
all I'll say, and
fuck with it?
she'll be like, "You don't want to go to Steak and Shake?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll eat whatever, but you sure you want to go to Steak and Shake?" And she's like, "We'll go eat somewhere else." And the first thing she says, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Sure, we'll go eat there."
I mean, Steak and
just
Shake
whack.
is not bad.
it's just overrated. I feel like everyone seems
Yeah?
to
You
kind of
think so?
hype Steak and Shake.
it's not notable,
Yeah.
and I got bad service, and I was like, I'll just go somewhere else.
Steak and Shake is one of those restaurants where they pride themselves in not being fast food.
Yeah, but they are fast food.
They're just that category. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
They
put it
are
this
fast
way.
food.
Are
So,
they?
Yes.
Well, they're above fast food quality. Like
Is
that's
Cane's,
their thing. You know what I'm
is
saying?
Cane's
Are they?
better? Is Cane's better than
That's
Steak
their
and Shake?
market.
Is
Whether you
Cane's
think
better
so
than
or
Steak and
not.
Shake?
Is Cane's better than
I
Steak and
told
Shake?
you I've been there one time, so to
In
me,
your opinion.
Cane's is a
I'll-
fucking chicken store, isn't it?
yeah, I really like Cane's a lot. Yeah.
Okay, well, I just think that if you're a restaurant or anything that is not as good as any fast food that has a drive-through,
Yeah.
you're shit.
If you're not as good as a drive-through place.
Yeah, like
suck.
I'm sorry, if you're
Right.
not better than a drive-through place, you suck.
Okay,
if
yeah,
you're on
you're
the same
not
level,
better.
you suck.
Yeah.
Because there has to be something about a restaurant where I would prefer to park, get out of my car, and walk in and wait instead of just
If you're
going
gonna
to a
make me
goddamn
go through
drive-thru.
the experience, it better be a superior
Exactly.
experience.
It just needs to be worth it.
Yeah.
So, but God, we went into that huge rabbit hole after you started calling me a hipster.
Oh yeah.
We never even finished that conversation.
Bro, that's just y'all's style. You keep
I
beating
know,
yourself
bro.
up. We gotta stop going on these tangents.
I know,
like,
it's
nah, bro,
fucking
that's your
free-form
style.
conversation,
That's your
yeah,
style.
But dude, speaking of bad food experiences, man, we're gonna keep going with this shit.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, you want me to tell
I'm
my
gonna take
story?
you guys to a town called Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to
AKA
one.
my
Louisiana is not usually what I hear about bad food.
Well, listen, man, it's fast food. It's all the same everywhere you go, right?
Okay.
Except for like Europe or some shit. But anyway, so Louisiana, Baton Rouge, aka my hometown, right?
Yeah.
So we get there and love Louisiana.
You live there?
No, did
Oh.
but
You used
not
to live there,
anymore.
yeah.
We get there, love Louisiana, love my hometown folks, but some of the rudest motherfuckers you will come across in your life, my
Yeah.
friend.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
put that on everything I love,
Just
man.
real quick, we went to New Orleans,
Yeah.
and which I know obviously isn't Baton Rouge. We went there, and I definitely felt like people from New Orleans or people that were serving us when we went to these restaurants, like were like low key rude, or maybe that's just the culture there, or what? I don't know, because it was like we come to the table and they like slap down the menus and we'd be like,
Are you sure they didn't just have like the Texas hospitality kind of thing?
no, bro, because it would be like, yes, ma'am, can I get a water? And she'd kind of be like, okay, and I'd be like,
Yeah, that's
What?
They're
Shit.
mad sassy, bro. Mad sassy. So
Yeah.
all right. So I mean, this is kind of on us, but listen, we just got to Louisiana, right?
Okay.
Just got to Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
We're there for I think we're there for a funeral, man. Depressing shit, but so we just want to eat somewhere. We just made it in town. Long ass drive. We're exhausted. We just want to fucking eat somewhere.
Yeah.
And so
and the carcass just ain't gonna do it.
Probably a little
Listen,
cranky
man.
because you're hungry.
That's true.
yeah, so we get to Whataburger, right?
Yeah.
Pull in and
Oh, don't tell me they fucked up Whataburger.
listen, we get to like
I might have to go in on these fools.
we order. It's 4 of us in the car, so we order
Yeah.
like four meals, right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of big. I kind of get the frustration, but the way they handled it fucking sucked.
It's not a 4 meals. Is
Nah.
not.
Did y'all go in or y'all drive
We're in
through?
the drive-through, right?
Okay.
So my dad orders. For some reason, between us ordering and us actually getting to the window, we have to cancel. Don't know why, but we had to cancel.
Yeah.
And so we get to the window and we tell the lady working the register at the window that, hey, sorry, something came up. We just can't take the food. We have to cancel right now. The lady stares at my dad, stares at him for a good, I'd say 5 to 8 seconds, just stares at him. Like with the fucking sassy look. And then turns to the worker behind her and goes, loud as shit, girl, we got a big old void. And then my mom goes, just fucking drive off. And so we just took off. And so she goes to turn to look at us, and at that point we're already taking off. You know what I mean? But it was just fucking like so rude.
Yeah, like it was just kind of like
Void?
Void, yeah.
because you have to void the
Void.
transaction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was calling your father a void. I was like, that's a new
So
one.
me and my
Yeah,
sister
no.
thought at the time, we thought she said, girl, we got a big old boy. Like she was calling my dad fat. I was like, wow, okay.
He's like, sorry. I looked down and I realized I don't need the food. Mr. Augustus, I'm sorry. I love you, sir. Respect everything that you
Oh
have.
my
I was gonna
God.
kick your ass, dude. You're screwed.
You're done.
Start digging your grave, bro.
Gonna walk in.
Man.
I'm too old for this shit.
If your dad tolerated me in there, he'll tolerate fucking anything.
Oh yeah, my dad 2 days ago he was like, "Hey man, so when's Johan's bitch ass coming to clean up the bathroom?"
No, he didn't.
he said, "I've been
You want me to
waiting,
ask
man.
him?
I've been waiting."
Okay.
Nah, No, he was joking though.
I know.
But yeah, man, it was just really fucking weird because I come from. We're spoiled as shit in Texas, dude. I think Texas has like the best customer service I've ever dealt with in my life,
Man.
Dude. Yeah.
And then you go to other places, dude. It doesn't matter
right.
where. If it's not Texas, it's not.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Like there's a subsection. There's Southern hospitality and there's Texas hospitality.
Yeah,
like, man, I don't know.
On a new level.
Yeah,
bro.
like Texas, like, hi, welcome to Cracker Barrel. Here's your seat. You need a water. I'm gonna bring you some biscuits. Do you want me to do your taxes? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
like, it's
Absolutely.
over. Like, Texas
fact-
is the only place where I'll be walking up somewhere and I will be like, let me put it this way. You know, there's definitely a threshold of when it is too long to wait to hold open the door for the next person behind you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Texas is the only place where they don't give a fuck. Like, I'll be at my car at the gas station walking
I'll
up.
be like, I think that man's coming out. Let's hold this shit.
Yeah, right.
he's like, hurry, we gotta get to the hospital. My water's broke. Honey, this gentleman's trying to get into the store.
It's like, which
Do
one?
not be a bitch, honey.
The one across the street right there? No.
Oh, God.
No, it's funny you say that because at the shows I've been doing, we have like a meal dinner kind of combo, and I was voluntold to like be a server and like bring out the
I love how we just
meals
sneak
and,
this real quick.
and
Yeah,
Voluntold.
voluntold.
no, I wasn't upset about
Well,
it.
I mean,
but,
it's
like,
it's not. To me, that never is being rude. But that's just like the way you say it, because you didn't go like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'll do it." Someone just went like,
I was assigned.
"Hey,
How about that?
Johan, can you?"
I was
do
assigned
this?"
to be a
Okay.
server, and I was like, yeah, man, sure. And so I'm doing it, and like I had this like, I've never like waited before, and so when I was doing it, I felt this pressure to be overly nice, like the point of like almost condescendingly nice.
Oh.
You know, like, hi, my name is Johan. I'm gonna be serving you guys today.
That's the worst.
And like, can I start you guys out with something to drink? Like, just this fucking big ass grin on my face the whole time.
That's the
And, like-
worst, man.
and, like,
You want a
even
Mountain
then-
Dew? Is that all you want?
No, like even then, and like even then, like if somebody would like if somebody seemed a little upset, even if
Right.
it wasn't about me, I would like, oh shit, I gotta step it up. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like we're not a restaurant. We're not even an auditorium. We just have like a nice thing set up in a gym.
Yeah.
It sounds shitty, but it's actually really nice.
you ever been to it?
Place.
Where's it at?
The Zion Church?
Zion Lutheran Church.
I don't believe so.
It's pretty nice. I've been there a
so
few
it's
times.
not
Did we go there with
it's not a dining
We'll
hall.
get to it later.
Went there with Spencer. I was there with Spencer. I don't know if you
Okay.
were.
Yeah, it's not a place designed to like serve food, and so, like when we give out the sodas and the waters and stuff, they're in bottles and like canned soda and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just it's not a big deal. It's not in a cup, but it's not a big
Right.
deal. And so I'd come out and like if they seemed a little upset, like even like a little upset about something random, I'd be like, oh, did you want a cup? And did you want the ice in that cup? And did you want this and this and this? Like, and I don't know. Maybe that's a Texas thing. Like because I'm just so used to that service. You know what I mean?
Bitch ass thing. I'm just kidding. Not like.
I mean, I was like that too when I was working at Whataburger.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I did everything.
That's a little different.
I mean,
That's
well,
Whataburger.
no, but at Whataburger,
Like, Whataburger's
did you
like holy grounds in Texas.
But like at Whataburger, it was so when I was working at Whataburger, I would do the cash register up front. I check people out, but
Yeah.
my main job, what I was hired for, was to be a hostess. Because at Whataburger, you don't see it a whole lot, especially when it's busy.
Yeah.
But there are people who are assigned to host up front. They're
Yeah.
supposed to go see if you need refills, get your
I've
refills,
been there enough to know.
walk out your food and shit. Yeah, well, I didn't even know it was a thing until I got hired for it. I was like, I didn't even realize this was a fucking
Okay.
thing. So, so that's what I was supposed to do. And I would walk out to people, and like you said, every single time you walk out to someone, you always seem like you have to kind of overextend yourself and be
Yeah.
super nice about it. But the people at Whataburger, the managers and GMs who would come in, they were super like you have to be the nicest fucking shit in the
I know.
fucking world. Like there were times where people would leave and we'd be like
Yeah, here's your
"Thank-"
shoe polish and
Yeah, we'd be like, thank you, come again, and then the door would close, right? And then our manager would be standing there. He'd be
Alex,
like,
what the hell was that?
He'd be like, no, he would. He'd be like, what was that? And we'd be like, what do you mean? He'd be like, you didn't tell them to have a
I
nice
guarantee
day.
you they can't hear you.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's
No,
like,
speak up.
oh, sorry. He was like, he was like, Alex, what the hell was that? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, you didn't tell them to have a nice day.
Oh no.
And I was like,
Been that deep, bro.
I said like, oh well, come back. And he's like, yeah, but they need to know that that you have good thoughts and well wishes towards
And he
them.
wasn't fucking with you?
No, he was being dead serious.
Man.
And I was like, I'm sorry, Stevie. I'll get it
funny.
next time. And then next time a customer came in, I was like, thank you. Have a great day.
Have the greatest day of your life.
I know,
Listen,
right?
man. Y'all are talking that shit,
Yeah.
but you guys are forgetting.
What?
Your boy worked at ground zero of good customer service.
Where?
Chicken filet mignon.
Chick-fil-A. I knew it.
Damn.
I was gonna, dude.
I'm at ground level, y'all.
Like, okay,
I'm in the trenches. Go ahead.
Are you like
Go ahead.
hypnotized? Do they put you in a trance?
Listen.
Are you possessed by the
Oh,
demon of Chick-fil-A? What is that,
Iman
man?
was the worst Chick-fil-A employee ever.
Oh,
he
shut
poisoned the butter
fuck
batter.
up. The butter batter.
The butter batter.
He poisoned the butter batter.
So Betty had a bit of better butter, and Iman fucked up the batter. So real quick, 30-second tangent, real quick, right? So you worked at.
Oh my
I
God, this
fucking
cap
tell
comes
the
off.
story.
I've been sipping it like a fucking child this whole time.
Yeah, I took my cap off a long time ago.
So you know, like you work at Chick-fil-A. I mean, I know you didn't do up front too much, but like you're supposed to say like have a blessed day or whatever.
My pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure. Have a blessed day, right? So no shit. One time, the gas station that we just went to when we were picking up drinks, I was there one time and the girl was checking me out, and she hands me the bag of shit and she goes, here you go. And I'm like, oh,
shit.
thank you, ma'am. And she goes, says, my pleasure. Have a blessed day. And I looked at her because I was like, that's not your line. But she looks at me and she goes, thank you. Like, she realized that I guess she has another job or that was her old job.
Yeah.
But like she was just spitting it out. And she said that to me like 3 different times.
Yeah.
But
So
always just funny to see her
Why can't I
capture
throw her
herself.
off though, man? She's doing her thing.
I guess, bro. But it's just funny because she notices it.
So this is my experience at Chick-fil-A, right?
Yo.
So of course, when you get there, when you first get a job, you have training.
Yo.
The lady that was doing the training was
I think out of
so.
all my jobs, I don't think I've ever had training.
Well, like,
Dude, I gotta tell you a story about. Well, I'll tell you after him.
Yeah.
After him.
Yeah, but so she was like really. There are people who are fit to work at Chick-fil-A. There are people who are bred to work at Chick-fil-A. Like,
Made in
think
the
about
lab.
them doing them exactly, bro. So she was like really fucking nice, just America's little sweetheart, bro.
Hold on,
So
this was
fucking
your
weird.
manager or
the girl that was training me?
Oh, okay.
So I was super like nervous going into the job. Just in general, I was like, "Fuck! If this is how I have to be, I might not make it."
Yeah.
Because it was like artificially nice, but it was weird. And so I get there, and they ask you where you want to work. I said, "Fuck it! I want to work in the back. It'll make if I'm working harder, it'll make time go by faster."
Yeah.
Fucking mistake. Anyway, so I'm working in the back, and the back is a totally different environment. But one day in particular, they needed somebody to help work the dining floor.
Yeah.
So they get your boy Iman. So I go, and I'm used to like just working in the back. So you're just
Well, did you say that they wanted you to work up front? Like they
Yeah,
requested for you to
they
work up
wanted
front?
me
You're
to
used to
work
working in
up
the
front.
back in the mindset of get this done, get this done, get this
Exactly,
done.
exactly. So in the back, it's like completely. You walk in.
Your job's a checklist.
Exactly. You're a fucking machine.
Yeah.
So this is how it goes. You walk in. You walk past the dining floor. On the dining floor, my pleasure. Have a blessed day. Oh, this your kids. Oh, hey Johnny, how you doing? Beautiful shit.
Lot less
You
pressure.
walk in the back. The second you open that door, where the fucking fries? We need more chicken dip now. Let's
Go.
Exactly. Different atmosphere. So I'm
Yeah.
used to that.
I bet.
So-
I mean,
I'm
because
not having
there's-
a blessed
There's
day,
gotta
you-
be a balance.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that unbelievable kindness that you see from the servers has got to be balanced by people bearing the load.
Yeah.
People bearing the load of like equipping those people to be kind.
You
Just
got
like
the fucking
super
trading
nice-
floor of the stock market in the back. It's
Yeah.
chaos.
I would say it's like super nice parents who, when you're not around, beat the shit out of their kids.
Yeah. So
Not that I would know.
go to the front. They needed me to stay after.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding.
They needed me to stay after to help out the dining floor.
Yo.
So I do, and that was probably the most exhausting thing I've ever done in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Keeping up that persona for so long, and it's not like a regular customer service. Like, it's fucking Chick-fil-A. The reputation of good customer service. So you got a reputation to uphold, man.
Like, you're not even yourself when you do that.
Yeah, it's fucking
You're
crazy.
like-
So
And that's that autopilot I'm talking about, man.
And I
Because
felt
you're just not
really-
even thinking.
Exactly. I felt
Well, but
really
it's hard to do autopilot when you're presenting yourself in front of somebody so often.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to push it a little more.
I felt really self-conscious because every time I would look at the manager of the dining area, she would always say, "Iman, you have to smile." But she would say it in a fucking panicked way. Like, if a customer see me not smiling, they would just get up and leave. So I would look at her, she'd be like, "Iman, smile." I was like, "Fuck." So
They
I'm
got
walking
snipers in
around,
every direction, though.
I probably,
Like there's a meter on the side, and as the happiness, if the happiness drops below a certain level, the whole place blows up.
Right.
It's like, Iman, smiles.
please. So I must have freaked out so many fucking customers because I'm walking around like this. I swear to God, no fucking lie. I don't know how to smile artificially. It's fucking weird.
Here's a tip. Just press your tongue against the back of your teeth.
Dude, I didn't know all that shit. I was trying to just fucking get my check and go home.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Iman
dude.
was seeing kids fall. I'm sorry, did you get hurt?
Yeah, it was so weird.
Let me pick you up and wipe you off.
And then you had to say my pleasure. That was my last day ever doing front. Never did that shit again.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that shit 24/7, man. Like, it was
Yeah.
so, like, fucking nauseating, dude. I hated it.
Yeah, I will say, like, even just being a cashier at PetSmart, and the reason why I feel pressure on myself to be, like, a good customer service person
Yeah.
is because there's only 2 or 3 of us working at a time.
Okay.
So that shit where they say you represent the company, it's like it's really true in my case because there's very few people, you know.
Yeah.
I'm half of the staff, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so if I'm being rude or if they don't like how I'm acting, they're not gonna come back.
Yeah.
And
It's not like they can go up to like, oh, that guy was rude to me. I'll go to the other 5 employees because there's not 5 other employees.
yeah, there's
It's not.
me,
It's not Best Buy.
There's me and there's one other person. Odds are we're both busy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
I gotta come visit you at fucking PetSmart one day,
Yeah.
man. I work a building away from you. I could sprint to your job and not be out of
Yeah.
breath.
I visited one time. I stayed there for like an hour and a half.
That was
Just
fun.
doing shit.
Stay till close. We just talked and shit.
No, I left a little before because you had to go to the register.
Oh, very
and I was like,
true.
I'm in now.
I was all sick and shit. That was
So,
terrible.
But I wanted to, because I think I've told you this story, but I want to tell Johan. So when I was starting to work at Whataburger,
Yeah.
my first off, kind of like Iman said, working front, especially because I was working during school,
Yeah.
and Friday nights or Saturday nights when the games were
Yeah.
fucking terrible.
I believe
Because
it.
everyone comes in,
Oh, yeah.
everyone orders 50 things. People are just making a mess and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and then if it's just pro tip for anyone who doesn't want to be an asshole, if it's busy inside a Whataburger and you're inside, just take half the diabetes you were gonna get. Don't order a fucking shake. Don't order a shake. It's the worst thing in the
Is
world.
it really?
Yes, because
Okay.
when people are coming in, I'll kind of cheat this my way a little bit.
Yeah.
But when people are coming in and they're ordering shit, if they order a shake, there's nobody else in the back because everyone drive-through is just as busy.
Yeah.
Like there are 2 different sections. So there's like a grill and
Yeah,
a line
I've
of
worked fast food.
yeah.
before.
There's like a line of people doing inside, line of people doing drive-through. So if someone orders a shake and there's only 2 or there's 3 cashiers, that cashier has to go make the shake,
Yeah.
and then that line is on hold.
Thinking about it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that line is on hold.
Yeah.
And so I'd be in there, there'd be 50 things going on, and a customer's complaining. 3 people are ordering. This kid's being
Yeah.
a dumbass.
And-
They're fucking putting their face on the windows that I just cleaned 5 seconds ago when they fucking walked in.
Yeah.
And then someone goes, yeah, can I get 5 strawberry shakes? And I'm like,
No way. And it's not just the time it takes to make the shake, but it's the things that you're now not able to do.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So for me, I was like, this is so bullshit.
It's not like you're gonna take this time and then pick up, and then like pick up. You have to take the time and then go back where you were.
Yeah.
Like you have to put this on pause. It doesn't progress without you.
Yeah, exactly. And like everyone else in line is also like, so by the time they get to you,
Yeah.
they're even more fucking irritated.
Yeah.
And then working in fast food, you have to stay on top of everything. Because if you fall behind by a millisecond, it throws everything and everyone off. It is so fucking stressful.
Yeah, because you have to take orders, you gotta bring out orders, you gotta call names. And then the other thing is that every single night that there was a football game, there's already 50 things happening,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then I would hear, psh, and then I'd hear a bunch of kids go, oh, and I'd look.
Oh, you'd be
and
like,
there'd
a drink.
fucking
A
shake.
drink.
No, shakes. It was always shakes. Never
Really?
spilled drinks. Always fucking shakes.
Wow.
And they were just shakes all over the floor. And shakes are, because sodas, you can kind of be like, oh, I'll just wipe that up.
Yeah.
Shakes,
You gotta like scoop
yeah,
it.
because it's like milk and shit.
You gotta scoop it, but you can't use a dustpan, and so you
Yes.
gotta like just get handfuls of it.
Exactly,
off the
but then
ground.
it's also like milk. So if you leave it too long, like a soda, you can
It'll-
kind of dab, you can come back to it.
Yeah.
Milk will start to fucking smell if you leave it
Oh,
there.
yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck.
It's like this is an hour kind of thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is like,
Yeah.
I'm doing this right now.
That sucks.
Anyway, so my first day of officially working there, what they do is they take you through each job and they let you do it for like a couple minutes or like half an hour or something.
Yeah.
So you have an understanding of what everybody does. I
Right.
guess so you can appreciate the work that everyone does. So they're like, hey, Alex, this
Pretty
is
good.
They're
What's
like,
that?
this is what?
That's what.
Is that Charlemagne's book?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
man.
it is.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't see his name. I just saw the title.
Yeah,
And I, was
Black
like, I
Privilege.
knew that was his book.
Yeah.
But so like they were like, Alex, here's drive-through. You drive through for a little bit. Alex, carry out food for a little bit. Alex, work the fries for a little bit. Alex, do this. So the last job I did is I walked up to this dude, super, I don't want to say cholo, but super like Mexican dude. Like oh
Yeah.
hey man, I'm John, and I'm like oh hey John. He
I
goes,
don't think they say John, but yeah.
yeah, well his name's
I'm
John.
Carlos, bro.
Huh?
Carlos for the story.
His name was John.
Oh shit, my bad.
Anyway, so he's like, hey, I'm Juan. I'll do Juan. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No. So he's like, hey, I'm Juan, and I'm. This is how you do the burgers, and you gotta do them this way, and you gotta flip this, and you set your timers and all that shit. So he goes, hey, why don't you try? So he starts doing shit, right?
Yeah.
And or he goes, why don't you try? So I started doing it, and he goes, hey man, you're pretty good at this. Just keep doing it like that. I'm gonna run to the restroom real
As if
quick.
it's rocket science.
He goes, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, okay? I'll be right back. And I was like, okay. So I'm doing it, right? I'm not doing it nearly as fast or as good as he's doing it.
Yeah.
So eventually orders are getting backed up because I'm not doing this fast enough. And the manager comes over and goes, Alex, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't fucking know. So the manager's helping me.
Yeah.
And we're getting all this shit done because we got super backed up and we're shooting them out faster. Then he goes, where's John? Where did John go? And I was like, he told me he went to the bathroom. So he goes up to the girl at the front and he goes, where's John? And she goes, oh, he left like half an hour ago. He said that you told him he could get off. And then
No way.
yeah, and he was like, are you serious?
Shitty people.
On my first day
Fucking
of work,
asshole.
bro, he left me there
Yeah.
and he took off.
That's just the
Were you
shitty
ever? Did
thing.
you guys ever make amends? I mean, hopefully not.
He was fired. They called him. And they
Oh,
went,
I bet.
They called him, and I was there, and he goes, where are you going? And he went, you left to go to a party? And he went like, oh,
No
yeah. Well,
way.
he left to go to a fucking party. Because he was mentioning the party to me
Yeah.
while I was
Wow.
there.
Oh my
So,
god.
so he
What a
fucking took
piece of
off.
shit.
They
Yeah.
called him. They fired him.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Rightfully so.
Good.
okay, shit. So
Yeah.
then I go back to doing my job. They're handling the grill and shit. So like, I want to say like a month and a half later, I walk in one day and John's there at the grill and he goes, "Oh, hey
no.
man!" And I was like,
that's how
like,
it goes.
yeah,
right?
I was like, hi. And he goes, yeah, they need another grill. They need another what do you call it?
Grill. What the fuck?
Fry cook?
Fry cook.
Okay.
SpongeBob. They're like, yeah, they need another cook, man.
I think it exists outside of
And
SpongeBob. too.
yeah, I'm so hey, I'm back, and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
And one of my managers just kind of offhandedly mentioned one time, like, yeah, it's hard to get people because we go through
Yeah.
people so fast, and we had to fire John back, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
So
Fuck you, John.
It's
Is he
funny
working
because
there?
he was gone again before I left.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, but I don't know if he got fired or if he quit. I didn't ask.
Okay.
It's just I just stopped seeing him.
Yeah.
I think I mean maybe just kind of our perspective, but I think it's a universal truth. I think everyone should work a shitty job. You know?
I agree.
And it doesn't have to be fast food. It doesn't have to be retail.
I think it should be
like
fast
us.
food.
It doesn't have to be whatever.
I think it has to be fast food because fast.
But-
Go ahead.
look,
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
As like it doesn't have to be construction or
Mhm.
cleanliness or whatever the fuck it's called.
Janitorial.
Yeah, right. It's just as long as it's a shitty job, as long as you don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you have to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's very important in the growth of a person.
Fuck yeah.
Because especially like because most shitty jobs are occupied by young people,
Uh-huh.
and most young people have shitty jobs, and I think that's especially important.
Yeah.
Not that I'm dropping a bomb or anything, but like
Yeah.
I think it's especially important because it adds perspective.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
something like you were saying a magician can't have. You
Right,
have to go through
absolutely.
things to have
Yeah.
perspective.
So you
Yeah.
appreciate more whenever
Yeah.
you're successful.
Because when I would go places and like if an employee would screw up or something, I'd be like, I mean, come on, man. Like I wouldn't be like, oh fuck you, but I'd be like, and I understood that he has a job to do,
Yeah.
but I didn't understand like that fucking up, might not always be their fault,
Right.
Mhm.
right? And especially, and it boggles my mind when old people
Mm-hmm.
don't have that perspective.
Yeah,
Because
they
it's
also
like-
don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
They're
But like, because I had this,
Blast end.
because there, like I said, we don't. A lot of people at my store are not working simultaneously.
right.
On weekends or like special days, we'll have like 5 or 6 people working. I mean, it's not a huge store, so it's fine. But we'll get if we have a really big line, and then like people fucking ask me, the cashier, when I'm attending to 20 people trying to get the shit going.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, "Hey, sir, can you call?" It's like, no one else.
Right.
Me? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And now I'm sure
What
all my
fast
I'm
food
sure-
restaurant did you work at?
Taco Bell.
Oh wow, I'm right
Yeah, yeah, this one right here. No, not this one. Before this one opened up.
You did. Okay.
I gotta tell you a story about Taco Bell after the
and
podcast.
so
I can't say during.
and like this one lady in particular, I'll never forget her. I say that, but I'll probably forget her. But like, I'll remember her for a while. The line was at least 20 deep, and everybody else was busy.
Were
right?
you 20 deep?
Hmm. After
No.
work. Hey, come on now.
But everyone in the store is occupied.
Yeah.
So no one's just fucking around. It's not like we don't want to help this lady. And she's getting a name tag for her dog. And she's like, hey, you know what I do? Is like, all right, just use this code, go to this machine, push this button, you'll be fine. 99% of people are competent enough to use that machine because it literally has directions on the screen.
Yeah.
Right? I even, like...
There's even a picture book there,
There's literally... No, it literally
Yeah.
shows, like, what you should do with your hand. And, like, the machine is so easy to use that I helped somebody who didn't speak English use that machine.
What's the machine?
It's just to engrave your name tag for your dog.
Yeah, like you buy the name
Taco
tag.
Bell?
No, I'm talking about a PetSmart.
That's
okay.
Sorry, not dumbass.
It's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
long.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's really long line.
Yeah.
And like this machine is so easy to use. Like somebody who didn't speak English used it well. Because I just gave him like the little Spanish I knew. I gave him some instructions, and then they went it, and they were fine. This lady doesn't use fucks it up, right? And I'm like, fuck, because that's always annoying when people don't use it correctly. Because like then I have to go over there and I help them out, and I literally just read the directions off the slide, and I feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, but like that's what you do, you know what I mean? And so she goes over there, and then she comes back in a few minutes like, hey sir, the tag machine didn't engrave it or whatever. I was like, okay, I'll call someone to help you out. And I call my radio to help him out. You know this motion, we have the same ones.
Right, yeah.
And nobody replies. I was like, did you guys get that? And then everybody goes, we're kind of busy. Like it's like, yeah, I know you guys are, but I have to ask. And so like 5-10 minutes go by, it's still packed in there. The line's still super long. She goes, sir, is someone gonna come help me or not? I'm like, I wasn't having it that day, bro. I was like, ma'am, there's a lot of people in the store, and you're only one of them.
Ooh, you
bro,
that?
Hell
yeah.
Swear I did,
Hell
bro.
Yeah.
And this isn't one of those times where I thought it. Like I said that.
I know.
2 days later. Yeah,
And so-
Johan, I heard your podcast. It's fire.
Right, and I was like, someone will be with you as soon as they can. And so she's like, all right. And then, a few more minutes go by. She goes, sir, I'm just gonna get a refund on this. I was like, all right, you can go to the back of the line.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And so
You have to, though.
she waits for like 20 people, and finally comes up, and I give her the refund, and I was like, sorry, it didn't work out for you. And then she, which is what I say to everybody who gets a refund. I was like, oh, sorry, it didn't work out for you, and I meant it, right? I was like, it sucks that she didn't get to do it or whatever, even though she's being a bitch about it.
Right.
And she goes, well, it could have if you would have just. And I was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And then, she blamed it on me that she couldn't use the tag machine. And I was like, and as she's walking out, I was like, there's nothing I could do about it, man. Like, I'm sorry. And so, and I was just like heated that day because there was so many people.
What? I mean, was it like Black Friday or something? Why was it so busy?
No, it was just, I think it was a after church rush.
Ooh,
Like on a
that's
Sunday?
a different breed, man.
Yeah.
Them church folks are savage, dude.
I don't think she was a church
They're like,
folk.
sir, I gave my 10% today.
They're really rude.
But I'm saying it was just busy. I don't know. It was a weekend. It was really busy.
Yeah.
And then, but she was really old, and that's what boggled me. It's like it boggled my mind. It's like you're like 60 something, 70 something.
Yeah.
Like how do you not have experiences to draw on to understand that I am just a dude working for an hourly wage, trying to do my thing and appease everybody, and you really think that she can see the line of people.
Yeah.
And she thinks, no, I need to be attended to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's crazy to me.
Especially, like, it would have been totally understandable if she was like, sir, can you, help me, I don't know, buy this fucking fish tank or some shit?
Yeah.
Like that's different, but it's literally something where there is, it is foolproof way to get this one thing done. You have every instruction, every outlet you need to be helped, and you cannot do it.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's not everybody's like that, of course. Like, in fact, when that lady left, the next few people were like, "Don't worry about it. It's like, yeah, I know. Like they thought I was gonna take it hard or something.
Yeah.
They were telling me, "Don't worry about it."
Another day in retail.
Johan was like, "Man,
right?
Guess I gotta show love for my friend."
Man, I've been chill.
Fucking get that.
I've been here 7 months. I've encountered plenty of people like that.
Yeah, it's But the worst thing you can do is take that shit personal, man, because it will drive you crazy.
Oh yeah, because you'll think it's your fault.
You have those customers who take the shit personal, not even think it's their fault, but just get mad and the whole day be mad because they took a shitty customer.
I have another real quick. I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about work the whole time, but
we'll actually have to end soon.
Yeah.
What time is it? Yeah, we're already almost an hour and a half in.
Okay.
Fuck it, it's not that important. I already gave you a story about a shitty customer, so.
Oh, go fuck. Yeah, you already
say it. You already started it.
Well, you know, there are two types of carts in most retail places. There's the push carts and little handheld carts.
Yeah.
And this lady comes with a handheld one. She's like, hi, you know, I was like, ready to check out? She's like, yeah. Oh, actually, not quite. I'm going to go get something else. I was like, all right. She's like, can I leave this here? And puts it on the conveyor belt. I was like, And there are 4 registers. Like, the registers are literally 2 feet away, right? I was like, actually, it kind of gets in the way. Like, people need to purchase things. I thought she was going to be I thought she was going to understand. I was like, if you could just put it on that one, literally 2 feet away. I was like, you could just put it on that one right there. You know, that would help. And she goes, what? And I was like, you did not just ask me a question.
Whoa.
And then when I gave you the answer, you're getting upset at me?
Yeah.
And she was, and I was like, well, you know, it just gets in the way. I was like, trying to be polite. I was like, yeah, it just gets in the way, you know, you know, a lot of people come and use this register and whatever. She's like, whatever, man. And like goes and puts it on and just leaves. No, she left it there.
Oh wow! Yeah. Bitch.
And I was like,
oh my god!
I was like, all right. Whoa. So I take her cart and I just move it to the other register. You know, it's a win-win, right? She doesn't have to carry it around, and it's not in my way. Problem solved. She comes back and she sees that I moved it, and she's like, "Why'd you move it?" I was like, "Do I really have to explain this shit again?" I was like, "Man, it just gets in the way, and it's just a little easier for everybody." She's like, "You're being weird, dude," and I was like. Really?
Why is she so rude yet hip?
Like, I know, right?
Yeah,
whatever, so man. Weird, bro. Don't you care about the ozone layer?
I was like, but
how old was she?
She was like 25, 26.
Oh, that's why she's talking like that.
I was like, why would you ask me, as if you cared?
That's weird.
And
man.
then when I say no, it's an like she asked as if like, hey, how can I make your life a little easier? And I was like, oh, you could do this.
Yeah,
and she's like, fuck you.
She got upset because you turned her rhetorical question into a question.
I guess.
Yeah, well, because you know there are definitely folks.
Yo, I don't know anymore.
You can't please those kind of people. They're just looking for a fight, man.
Think about it.
Well, because there are definitely folks. Because I mean, we all do it where we'll say shit like I'll be like, hey, bro, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm just gonna leave my drink right here. Is that all right? And I'm saying all right, already leaving the room because I know it's probably gonna be all right.
Because it doesn't mean shit.
Exactly.
Of course it's all right.
So to her, it
just
didn't,
doing it for courteous. Like,
exactly.
Courteous.
For her, it didn't mean anything, and she felt she was doing it to be courteous. But when you said, "Well, hey, that's actually an inconvenience," she was like, "Excuse me, sir, I wasn't expecting to put actual effort in this exchange."
There's 2 ways you can take that. One way is, oh wow, I didn't know that. Maybe I should open my mind up to what he's saying. Maybe he knows better than me because he does this every day.
Yeah.
And the other way is, well, what I thought is right, so fuck you.
Full circle.
That's weird, man.
Full circle. It's because she's a millennial. No.
These perpetually outraged.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
I think we're gonna have to go ahead and we'll wrap it up right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to this very work-related episode of Break Time. No, I mean, it's good that we talk about work. That's what this fucking thing was founded on. Was to talk about
break from work.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So, but like I always do, every week, Iman, is there anything you want to say to the good people before we end out this episode of Break Time?
No. Merchandise coming soon. It's already available, right?
I don't want to push anything till I have the shirt.
We can't push it, but it's available to be pushed. We just haven't pulled the trigger yet. But yeah, merchandise is ready to come out.
Well, because I want to have the shirt so I can actually show it and see how the material is and all that.
Okay. Yeah, but it's coming soon. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we enjoy your viewership. Keep commenting. I don't know why I said fucking keep. Just more feedback, people. More feedback.
Johan, is there anything you want to say?
Yep. Just thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah,
it was always a pleasure.
It was great.
All 2 times I've been on here.
Yeah, it was a great displeasure to me as well.
Oh shit.
Guys, again, thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Break Time, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.